Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. This is the third time I'm trying to make this video. I'm trying to play to you a leaked phone conversation with Bitboy Ben and an unknown party. Now, it was the unknown party that made the recording, and it's posted on X, and it looks like they had a phone conversation with Ben. They had him on speakerphone and did just a video recording. So you hear what he's saying clearly. You can hear what Ben says. Now there's no way for me to authenticate this call. There's only two people that can authenticate it. The guy who did the recording and Ben. So we're going to listen to portions of this conversation, what the guy posted, because I'm sure it was a prolonged phone conversation, and he probably picked through what he thinks the best little bits are, right? So, unfortunately, I have to play it the old-fashioned way directly off my cell phone because the recording is just not agreeing with my audio interface and there's a weird feedback, so we're just going to have to do it this way. And of course, I'm going to pause it periodically just to give my 2 cents.
You never say, Carlos, let me step back. Listen what I'm saying. You never say, let me step back away from Cassie for 30 days. Let me stop taking drugs. Let me see how my personality is, and let me see how that changes. You never even willing to say, it might be this, it might be that. You're not even open to nothing.
So it sounds like this guy is trying to allude to the fact that ever since he's been with Cassie, there's been a marked change in his personality. And it sounds like people around him wanted to back away from Duchess of DeFi. And Ben is saying no, that either he doesn't want to give her up or he's, doesn't feel like he's really made, it's not really changed him that much. So we'll continue on.
Ben, I have talked to your uncle for hours, man. Your uncle feel the same way I feel.
They want to get rid of Cassie. They want to get rid of her. That's the whole thing. That's what it's all about. Of course, they want me to step away from her for 30 days.
Ben. When I watch this show, you know what you tell me, bro? You say, I'm going to morning drives in the church and everything else. Then you telling people you don't even believe in God no more, bro. That fucks me up. And I text you that, and you didn't answer me. I said, bro, what is this devil shit? I didn't sign up for that.
Okay. So, Ben has been pretty open that he's a Christian, and it sounds like he's reached a point in his life where maybe he's questioning. He's questioning God, he's questioning his beliefs. And guess what, guys? That's fine. People do that every now and then. You always hear about people having struggles with their faith. They've been very religious in the past, and but then they have questions, and then sometimes they go back to Christianity. Some prominent religious figures themselves have questioned their faith. Pope John Paul, Mother Teresa, these are all people that openly talk about questioning their faith sometimes. And it sounds like that's happened with Ben, and this guy's just not having it. Questioning God is some devil shit, apparently, according to him. And let's listen to Ben's response.
You didn't even answer me back.
I've been questioning that for a much longer time since I met Cassie. Why?
Okay, so what Ben said, he's been questioning this for quite a long time, not just since he met Cassie, which guess this guy is saying, hey man, since you met her, you don't even love God anymore. Like, she's bad for you. We don't know if that's the case. Men will always blame women for everything.
Man, how do you question that, man? How can you question God?
It's okay. Plenty of people go through stuff where they have moments where they doubt and where they want to take everything damage.
And guess what? As friends, we willing to help you go through it, but you got to work with people, Ben. You have to compromise, man.
They're stabbing me in the back. I haven't stabbed anybody in the back. My wife. My wife is the only one. I stabbed my wife in the back.
But Ben, let me ask you a question.
Being that he said, I stabbed my wife in the back, that kind of makes me feel like, okay, it's true. Then he did have an affair with someone. I'm not saying it's her, probably it's her, but I'm just saying, with him saying, my wife is the only one that I stabbed in the back, there's no other reason for a man to say that he stabbed his wife in the back unless he's cheated on her with someone else. So for me, my personal belief is, okay, he did cheat on her, probably with this Cassie, Duchess of DeFi.
Ben, how that look when you're on the, when you think about it, you're on a live stream, you say the only default that you have is you being loyal to everybody. Check this out, hold on. Let me just let you listen how this sound. The only default you have is you being loyal to everybody. All right. You default by loyalty, right? But then if you shows your community that you cheated on your wife, then it discredit everything you said about everybody. That's why I didn't put that out because you will look like a fucking fool.
I don't think that that's true. I don't think because someone is, has infidelity with their wife means that they're a bad person, means that they're going to be bad in business or be bad in other aspects of their life. Like, people have weaknesses. We're human. People will cheat on their wives and regret it, but it doesn't make them a bad person. I mean, that's just, this guy is super judgy. And the fact that he even recorded this, I think, goes to show the kind of person that he is. And he put it out for public consumption, just goes to show the kind of person that this dude is. This call speaks more about him than it does Ben.
Because if you will go against your family, you'll go against your friends. They don't
Not
have a
true.
chance. And nobody want to destroy you like that. These guys want to work with you.
They want to destroy me. It's
No, they didn't, man. No, why would they want to destroy everything they built?
Because they're jealous, and they're trying to get me under their thumb, and I'm not going to come do slave labor.
If you don't want to leave your family, but you want to stay with another woman, that rips your family apart, Ben. It's not even making sense.
There's two parts to this conversation. So I'll go to the second part of the recording, but it kind of makes me feel like this guy is saying that, is Ben still with Cassie? Is he still with the COO? And listen, we don't know what's going on in Ben's marriage. Maybe the wife knows what's going on. Maybe he's working through something and she's working with him. And, we don't know what the situation is. Maybe they're separated. We don't know what's going on. But you know what? It's nobody's business what's going on in their marriage, but the two of them.
Come on, man. You have to make a choice, Ben. You better lose your family and your kids, Madden. The person you brag to me about to go to the games with your kids, your daughter, man. I seen this.
I wish there was subtitles here because some of the things that he's saying, I can't understand what this guy's saying.
Your wife is the sweetest person in the world. I told her on the phone, man. It hurted me to send that text message, Ben.
But she still said it. Like, she still said it. You heard her. Like,
What the?
Okay, so it sounds like he communicated in some way with the wife. Either he called her or he sent her a text, and he knew that that communication was going to hurt her. And Ben's like, yeah, but you sent it anyway. Don't throw people that you care about under the bus when it comes to their personal relationship. No one should ever rat somebody out about you. That's not your place to do that. Why would anybody want to do that? The only thing that guy did was hurt Mrs. Bitboy's feelings. I'm sure this gutted her. That's none of his business. He should not have done that.
What do you want me to do? Ben. My family heard the fucking.
I'm talking right now, bro. No matter how hurt she is, she's still going to side with me.
I understand that.
And that's what you guys are miscalculating.
No. Guess what? I'm not miscalculating that. That was just for you and her to get it, to understand where it can go. Ben, I'm looking for my woman to stand by me too. I seen fucking Clinton woman stand beside him. I told you the same thing. But at the end of the day, we have people livelihoods we playing with right now.
But that's what's so fucked up. Yo, you do the same thing I do. And TJ and Justin are
Hold on. What you mean? What you mean? Hold on. What you mean? Hold on. What you mean? What you mean? Hold on. Ben. What you mean I do the same thing you do? Well, tell me that. What you mean?
You said you cheated on your wife.
No, I didn't say I cheated on my wife. I didn't tell you that.
You never cheated on your wife.
No. I say I done cheated on my. I don't cheat on my. I'm not with my baby mama no more. I'm with a woman that don't have a child with me right now. I say I've cheated before. I explained to you that.
Oh, So he's cheated before, but it was okay when he cheated on his baby mama. But now that Ben has done it, oh, now it's an issue. We have to leak it all over X and make it a huge national crime and drama. But he's done it. Do you see how just people are ugh, hypocrites? They're utter hypocrites.
Yeah.
All right,
So
I'm
why,
not
why are
cheating.
y'all fucking raking me over the coals? Like,
It's not the point about. Listen, I don't care about your personal life, Ben. What I care about right now is my kids' life, the livelihood of people. They got people right here.
That's all you guys care about is my personal life. That's it.
I don't care about your personal life, Ben. Nobody cares.
That's so funny because the guy, this whole conversation was a reference to Ben's personal life. What's going on in his marriage? What's going on with his beliefs in God? What he's doing, the whole thing is about his personal life. And now this guy's going to turn around and be like, I don't care about your personal life. I care about people's livelihoods. What does that have to do with anything? Do you really think by leaking this phone call, you helped Ben Coin in any certain way? I don't understand the motivation with this guy leaking the phone call. The only thing that he did there was to personally hurt Ben. And Ben is directly connected to Ben Coin. I think we can all agree, right? It did take a little bit of a dump when all of this came out. But when he launches the V2, I mean, listen, I'm not into Ben Coin. I don't hold it. I've never shilled it. I've never been paid to promote it. I don't know anything about it. But it sounds like this person is a holder of Ben Coin and he's concerned with the price action, what's going on with the chart. You know, if you looked at, well, let me go ahead and see if we can share the screen here with Ben Coin. Um, I mean, when you look at the chart of Ben Coin, it definitely looks like a typical little coin that launches, right? Goes up, and then it comes down. There's always going to be that one major pump whenever the token launches, and then you kind of settle into an area, and then you accumulate for a while until there's a big factor that happens. Maybe the bull market starts, or maybe you got big news about something. That chart looks like a very typical chart to me. And don't forget, the coin launched in May, and Ben came in, I think, around May 8th. That would be this big green candle right here. And of course, more people got into it probably because he said he was into it. But, you know, I mean, when you zoom out, it looks like a regular, typical thing. You know what? I'll just say, I don't care what people do in their personal lives. I don't care that he's had some infidelity issues. That's not my business. I didn't care when Clinton did it. I didn't care when Trump did it. I don't think that that's the measure of a person. We are all human, and humans make mistakes. And people, you know, some people have, you know, there's temptation. And you can't always turn away from temptation. Maybe that's why he got on the diet pills. Maybe that's why he's lost weight. Because there's this, you know, when you meet somebody, when you're first going with them, the feelings of, you know, being excited, and we all know what that feels like, right? It's intoxicating, and sometimes it's hard to stop that. So we don't know if in the end he's going to break up his marriage to be with her. We don't know. Probably not. Men have midlife crises where they go nuts, they buy expensive cars, they have an affair with a younger girl, and then they always wind up going home to the wife because they realize that wasn't real and they want to keep their family together. And it sounds like Mrs. Bitboy probably just wants to do whatever she has to do in order to do what's best for her kids. Is that keeping her family intact? Is that starting out again? We don't know. And you know what? It's just none of our business. That is none of our business what he's doing over there. But if I was his wife, I'm just saying, if I was Mrs. Bitboy, I'd be like, look, all right, you want to work on her marriage, you want to make it work. She's got to go. Can't be hanging out with her. It's very hard to go back to just being a platonic friend with somebody that you've engaged in a sexual relationship with. Let's be honest, we know it's hard. You can't just go back like nothing ever happened. That's not going to be the case. So we don't know what the situation is, but I will say this. That dude that leaked the call, that's horrible. He should never have done that. He's clearly done it to impact Ben negatively. That's the only motivation for leaking this call. Period. And I don't even think it reflects that badly on Ben. I really don't. I really don't. I know a lot of married men, and I would say about 50% of the men I know have cheated in some form or fashion, and they're still with their wives. Either the wife knew or didn't know, but either way, it was just a thing. And, so I don't think that has any anything to do with what he's doing in business. I just don't. And whoever leaked it, I'll say, dog, this is what I like to do to him. Slap the heck out of him, right? Isn't that what you want to do? Those sound effects sounded very loud in my ear. Hope it's not too loud in yours. Well, that's going to do it here for me today. Let me know what you think below. Oh, and also, oh, shucks, I forgot to put this up. Hold on a second. I am really struggling in the algorithm right now. If you wouldn't mind to, if you've not already subscribed, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, or if not, to just hit the like button, because it's been a while since I've posted videos. I took a break a couple of months ago, and I'm really lagging in the algorithm, and they're threatening to demonetize my channel. So if you could help assist out and either subscribe and hit the like button, I would so greatly appreciate you. In the comment section, let me know what you think below. I have been reading through the comments, and from what I can gauge, man, people either absolutely love the guy or they really dislike the guy. There's only a few people who are like, I don't know how I feel about him. I don't feel any way in particular. I'm agnostic about the situation. Only a couple of people like that. Other people are like, nope. They're either pro Ben or they really would like to skewer him with all this stuff. So, in the comment section, let me know what you think. Do you think it was right that this guy went and leaked that private phone conversation for everyone to listen to? And anything that you want to say about the situation, I'd like to find out. Well, that's going to do it for me today. And I promise you, we do talk about cryptocurrency here on the Crypto Queen channel. As a matter of fact, while I have you here, it is a red candle day for Bitcoin. And I always say to buy on the red candles because the market is perpetually up and down and up and down. And I know people, they like to buy on the green days. There's just something about that green candle that's enticing. You get pulled into the FOMO, you think it's going to go even higher, but it never does, right? The very next day, it's going to be on a red candle. So always try to catch a nice discount. Whenever you can grab some cheap Bitcoin, please do that. Stack your sats. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin at once. Buy 10, 20 bucks here and there. Stack your sats. Let it build up over time. And a decade from now, you'll see what that's going to be worth. A lot more. Well, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Take care.